Okay, so you know nothing about robotics, huh? Well, you have come to the right place. Unfortunately, there are lots of people like you out there. Robotics isn't an easy hobby, and there really isn't a whole lot of information out there, especially compared to other hobbies. But with a little diligence and hard work, you will be up and running in no time. There are 10 hints and tips to get started. Hopefully, they will help you avoid some common mistakes. 1. Learn about electronics. While this isn't one of the most fun parts about robotics, it is essential. For a while, I lived under impression that I could do robotics without knowing anything about electronics, but I found out that I was wrong pretty soon. Don't get me wrong, you don't have to have an EE degree, but you do need to know some of the basics. Getting Started in Electronics by Forrest Mims is an excellent resource of this. You can find a review of this book. There is also a helpful online electronics tutorial. 2. Buy some books. In order to have a good start into robotics, you will need to start growing your library right off the bat. Getting the right books will provide invaluable help. Robot Building for Beginners is a good starting point. An absolute must-have book is Robot Builder's Bonanza. You will also want to get some magazine subscriptions. Robot Magazine is great for beginners, along with Servo Magazine. 3. Start off small. This is probably one most important point of this whole article. Stay small. Resist the urge to let your mind run wild with possibilities of cooking robot that will dust and vacuum at the same time. You need to start off small. Try putting some motors onto a base, like some AOL CDs or a breadboard from Radio Shack or Jamaica, and running them with a basic stamp or an OOPIC. If you are more the kid type, you will find an impressive selection at RoboShop, Links Motion, Parallax, Rogue Robotics, and Budget Robotics. If you don't have any electronics or mechanics experience, I would recommend getting a kit. 4. Get LEGO Mindstorms if you don't have any programming experience. If you have never programmed before, you are in a bit of trouble because you will have to learn in order to do robotics, well, mostly. However, LEGO Mindstorms offers an excellent resource for the totally illiterate. I have never heard anything bad about this product and highly recommend it. Plus, if you advance beyond its capabilities, there are tons of great websites and books about hacking it for other uses. Vex Robotics Kit is also a good starting point. I don't have any personal experience with it, but I have heard good things. 5. Enter a contest, i.e. build a bot to do something. After your initial robot or so, you will need to start to plan for a robot that will actually do something. Part of the problem for a lot of people is that they never plan their robot ahead of time. I want my robot to patrol the house at night. You are much more motivated and interested in finishing. A great way to do this is to enter your robot into a contest. Mini Sumo and the International Firefighting Contest are excellent choices. Many clubs have annual contests and events. 6. Work regularly on your bots. Make yourself work on your robots regularly, especially if you are entering a contest. Coming back to a project after weeks of ignoring it is tough. Take that time to think about the project and plan. It will help, even if it is just for a few minutes before bed. Also keep a regular journal of what you have done. Documenting your work is important. 7. Read about the mistakes of others. Take a look at top mistakes with building a robot list and know what to avoid. 8. Don't be a tightwad. This is probably the second most important point in this article. Take it from one, being a tightwad or cheap person isn't good. You may save a few dollars, but you will lose so much more with the extra time and frustration involved in being cheap. Don't get me wrong, you should always look for bargains, but if that involves desoldering components of circuit boards as opposed to spending $5 at DGK, just give up. I learned this lesson the hard way. Robotics isn't a cheap hobby, and sometimes you will have to face the facts. Your time and sanity are worth more. 9. Ask lots of questions. Sign up to communities and just ask questions. You will learn more that way than from any book or website. Questions are never stupid, don't be shy. No one ever gets good enough where they don't have to ask questions sometime. The forums at Robot Magazine are a good place to start. Also, the RS community forum, especially the Let's Make Robots section, which is dedicated to project ideas, project showcases, beginners, etc. 10. Share your experiences with others. Don't make the rest of the world learn everything the hard way. That is the beauty of internet. If you have figured something out, write an article, create a tutorial or a robot post. Let others know. That is the reason you are watching this right now. I am letting you know how to do things the right way.